Hi guys, hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing well. So, it's all aware that the month of October is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I'll be raising awareness about mental health and mental illness. So, I think majority of us know about mental health. We are huge advocates of mental health. Listen here, it's our top priority. We advise others and encourage others to take care of their mental health the same way we take care of our own. However, I still feel like there's a huge gap in understanding the difference between mental health and mental illness, simply because there's still so many stigmas around people that are actually suffering from mental illness. So I'll be taking us through 3 points that will help us understand the difference between mental health and mental illness. So, mental health, according to the World Health Organization, is a state of being well, where the individual realizes his own, her own abilities, is able to cope with day-to-day life stresses, and be fruitful and productive. Mental illness, on the other side, is a variety of conditions that affect the individual's mood, thinking, and behavior. It does affect their ability to cope, adapt, grow, be fruitful and productive, and it hinders self-actualization and self-awareness. So, what exactly is the difference? So, point number one is we all have a mental health, but not everybody has a mental illness. Taking care of your mental health does not necessarily mean that you are suffering or dealing with a mental illness. The same way we take care of our physical health by exercising and eating healthy does not necessarily mean that we have diabetes, cholesterol, or heart problems. Second point is the same way we all fall physically sick, we all go through experiences such as losing a job, breakup, failing, or death that could lead to a poor mental health and cause distress and psychological impairment. However, with someone that is actually struggling from mental illness, they normally go through episodes that cause distress and psychological impairment for no specific reason. In my case, someone that is actually suffering from depression, I normally feel extremely overwhelmed, very drained, very, very sad for no particular reason. Someone that is struggling with anxiety, they normally feel extremely anxious for no specific reason. Unlike someone that is just dealing with a poor mental health, where you know that you are feeling very overwhelmed and exhausted. Like most people are very overwhelmed and exhausted because of this whole pandemic, or you're feeling anxious because you have a job interview or you're preparing for an exam, but you always know what the reason is. And lastly is most of the time we improve our poor mental health either by exercising, socializing, therapy, whether retail therapy or therapy where someone helps you to navigate through your emotions and gives you the necessary coping tools, whether self-care Sunday, self-care Tuesday, all the self-cares, but you know that after whatever you are doing, you're going to feel way better than you did before. However, with someone that is struggling or dealing with a mental illness, I'll use myself as an example again. I don't want to use someone else because I don't know the experiences and I don't know how they are coping. But I know that I can exercise, I can do all the self-cares, and I'll still feel the very same way that I felt before that. And it's not because we're making excuses or I'm just lazy or I don't want to fight for myself or I'm just always complaining. It's always just me. It's that how I feel is so overwhelming and most of the time out of my control that I just want to be by myself, sleep, and hope that I wake up feeling better the next morning. And most of the time when I go through experiences or episodes of depression, I definitely don't want to exercise, don't want to socialize at all. So what I'm saying is that people that are actually suffering from mental illness need therapy. They need medication if it's to that extent. They need to be given those coping tools so that they are able to live with themselves, live with others, and are able to cope and adapt to day-to-day life stresses so that they do not live in dysfunction and distortion. So let us be kind towards people that are actually suffering from mental illness. Let us be compassionate, let us be loving. I'm not nullifying the fact that we need to take care of our mental health. We need to take care of your mental health because a healthy mind equals a healthy life. So when you are healthy in your mind, you'll definitely make healthy and good decisions about your life. So we all need to be in a state where we are mentally healthy. And if you're struggling with a poor mental health, go to therapy, do whatever you need to do so that you can get to the point where you're fully functional and fruitful and productive in everything that you do. But at the other side, we need to be extremely compassionate towards people that are suffering from mental illness.